Boom! All right, guys, welcome back. Today, I've got a fantastic exercise for anyone suffering from shoulder pain, neck pain, headaches, migraines, any overall discomfort from the shoulders and above. And all you need is either two Beastie balls, which I use in this video, or two tennis balls. And if you notice from the thumbnail, I've got a fantastic new model that allows me to explain better what I want you to do, and it allows you to follow along much better, guaranteeing better results. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get some house cleaning out of the way here. One, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so now. Two, definitely drop a comment throughout the entire video. Let me know what you think. And three, if you have not subscribed or signed up for the free 45-minute consultation where we get to chat one-to-one, do so now. I've also got many free programs from a shoulder, low back, and overall unbreakable 30-day challenge mini course below. Hit those links, sign up for them now, and let's get into the topic of why you get stiff shoulders, headache, neck pain, and all this jazz, and no one really seems to know what to do. That, boys and girls, is actually very simple, because I've said it time and time again, we're not supposed to sit for more than 30 minutes a day. That 30 minutes should be on the floor, and we should change our position every 2 minutes. However, that is not even close to possible right now. So what's gonna happen is when we stop moving necessarily, or let me rephrase that, when we hold a position for more than about 2 minutes, our fascia, our body, our muscles, our tissue, everything starts to adapt to that position. So what happens is, because many of us are driving, we're sitting at our desk, we're on the phone, we're in these kind of balled up positions, if you will, we start to get this rolled shoulder position where we almost look like we're in a cocoon. Now, the reason that's actually causing you neck pain is because usually the long tissue in this example, or in our body, is actually what's painful, where it's the short tissue causing the problem. Now, I've gotten many examples where I talk about this right here, where this would be the short tissue if my neck would be in this position. This would be the long tissue, so this is where you're feeling the pain, but if we were to release this, the problem would go away. It's the same thing here. Because we are always in this, pulled forward position, our chest and our lats, its big muscles right here, start to pull us in this position. Well, if these get short, what is long? It's these muscles right here. So what do we want to do to actually fix the root of the problem? Well, you can link this video right here when we're done, and you can realize how you can treat the root of the problem. However, you are in pain, and we want to go ahead and take the symptoms away while we're actually fixing the root of the problem. And that is what this exercise, or this next exercise, is fantastic for, because what we're going to do is, in this case here, if all your pain was there and we needed to fix this, why don't we go ahead and take the pain temporarily away from where it is hurting you? This will give you the tools that you need to understand how to fix yourself. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, if you go home, evening's over, you want to have a glass of wine, you light the candles, and you want to fix the root of the problem, then you're going to want to focus on the tissue that is short. However, if you're getting ready to walk into a meeting, you know you got to sit and listen to your boring ass boss for the next 30, 40, 50 minutes, or even maybe longer, and you just want to sit there pain-free, well, let's maybe not fix the root of the problem. Let's go ahead and go after the symptoms so you just feel better. But we do not want to push and pray. We want to know what we are working on and why we are working at it. So let's go ahead and understand the difference between treating the symptoms and actually fixing the root of the problem, so we know what the solution is and what we want to do at that point in time. All right, so exercise number one is going to be to release this thoracic mid portion of the back. So Anna, why don't you go and set the balls in the mid portion of your back with a little bit of space, so they're right on these muscles, not on the spine. Go ahead and lie down there. Head goes on the ground, and from here, Anna's gonna try to flatten that lower back by either flattening the back or trying to pull the hips a little bit up. However, you can get some of that pressure to go down, as you now can feel the balls more in your lower back. From here, she can start shifting forward and up and down, if you want to say. She can kind of start turning a little bit from her right to her left. What we want to do is we want to get these Beastie balls, in this case, tennis balls are also okay, to start massage and relax this area here. What that's gonna do is that's gonna allow the spine and the vertebrae to move better, and if it's able to move better and the tissue is not as tacked down, then she feels better. From here, what she can do is she can slowly roll back so the balls go down like one vertebrae at a time, and she would stop when she doesn't really feel it anymore, which is usually the case when the balls get more into the lower lumbar portion of the back. If you notice that it's hard to talk or kind of breathe, that's because these muscles are connected to your ribs. Your ribs are basically connected to your lungs, and the whole system works together. So this exercise can literally sometimes be breathtaking. All right, so now that we've released the thoracic back, we want to move a little bit higher into the rhomboid area, so these muscles here. So Anna, why don't you go and put the balls on your shoulders as if you were going to get a massage. So they're not together, they're a little bit separated. And from here, why don't you go and lie down on your back, get the arms in front of you right now. So she always likes starting in the swimming position, which is fantastic, but for some of you that might be a bit shocking or painful. So we're going to start you here, and from this position, why don't you go ahead and start rocking back and forth. And if that feels okay, now what you're going to do is go ahead and lower your arms above your head, raise your arms above your head. I like to call this the swim line. And from here, you can start kind of shifting back and forth, rolling left to right. You're always able to pick your butt up in the air. I would suggest against it because many times it's just too painful for the beginning, but go ahead and give it a shot if you want. One of my favorite positions is, I like to call it the grandma at the Jay-Z concert, which is her arms are gonna go a little bit about halfway from top to bottom. She's gonna roll kind of right to left as if grandma is at the Jay-Z concert. And this is gonna really kind of allow her body weight to really search for those painful, sensitive spots and start to relax them. So if you hear my dog in the background, I got a small pug, so I apologize. She likes to take part of these videos also. And from here, what Anna's gonna do is, as she realizes or feels that tissue start to relax a little bit, she's gonna scoot towards the wall so the balls begin to slowly move down. I like to say moving one vertebrae at a time. From this position, when she gets done, so the balls are kind of at the bottom of the shoulder blades, if you remember, that was the starting position of our first exercise. You can either put them both together or you can move to the next exercise, which we're gonna do right now. All right, so the last exercise we're gonna do is we're gonna get the Beastie balls together. So if you don't have these Beastie balls, they're fantastic because of the teeth, but tennis balls also are just fine. Lacrosse balls, I think, are a little bit intense, but whatever. Grab what you have, put the balls together, now put them directly on your spine, so to speak, because if the balls are together, your spine's gonna fall right in the middle. Now, Anna, why don't you go and lie down on your back, and this time she's able to go through all the motions we did before, but the new motion is, Anna, give yourself a big old hug. And what we want you to do is try to touch your fingers together on the back of your spine. So really give yourself a deep hug. What this is gonna do is it's gonna pull those shoulder blades apart, which is gonna allow these balls to start pushing against your spine. Now that might freak you out a little bit, but we have to remember that our spine is made up of different vertebrae, as you can see here, that need to have their individual movement. We don't want it like that old window in grandma's house that you always have to really jam open. That is not good. We know of the surgery called a fused spine. That is never a good thing. So what we don't want to do is have a functional fused spine because we don't have the movement. So from here, Anna, for sure, you feel this pushing more on the spine than you do on the muscles. This is because her shoulder blades are open and she's giving herself basically like her own mobilization of this portion of her spine. All right, there we go. One more video done, and hopefully one more exercise for your library for you to become and stay pain-free. If you have not gone to the website yet, granttrainingsystems.com, and signed up for the free 45-minute consultation, do so now. Let's talk one-to-one about how my digital physical therapy programs can help get you pain-free and keep you pain-free and make sure you live a life that is pain-free. If you have not subscribed to the channel, do so now. Hit that goddamn bell so you get the notifications. Every Tuesday is a new video, and these videos are also every Friday on IGTV. So if you have not subscribed to my podcast yet, or not subscribed to my a little Instagram channel, then do so now because the link is up there. I want to see you guys everywhere. Let me know what you think of the videos. Leave your comments below. Have a goddamn good day, and I'll see you guys next week.